And we are back for some more Spelljammer Adventures in Wild Space, Adventures in Arcane Space. Once again, I'm your Dungeon Master AuldDragon, and the players are.
Hi, I'm David Big Mac Shepherd. I play Braxon Miacc, who's a human fighter from Asteroid near Brow.
Hi everyone, I'm Dakami-sama, and I play Solas Ebha, who is Half-Elven Cleric Mage of Ogma.
Hey, I'm James. I play Ockar, human paladin from Brawl, and I have a genie.
Hello everyone, I'm Salem Motor. I play Finnel'ar Mohani, a druid from Grayspace.
Hi, I'm Levalithana, an elven mage, and she doesn't know where she's from. Still not.
Hey there, I'm Zach Had. I play Lafdul Moonglade, an elven specialty priest of Erevan and the occasional thief. His gimmick is coming up with fun titles as part of being a Mischiefmaker, so his current title is the Stifled Sovereign Serving Sellsword. Yeah, he's also from Realm Space. I don't know if I mentioned that, but now you know.
And if you, the viewer out there, wishes to influence the game, 500 bits will get the player or Dungeon Master of your choice a reroll. Currently, Braxon has 2, Finn has 2, Ockar has 2, Lafdul has 3, Leva has 1, Solas has 4, and I, the Dungeon Master, only have a measly small 10.
You used up 2 of them.
I know, I did.
Yeah, 12 last week.
I know, I used
Yes.
some.
Good. Now you only need to use the other 10. You could donate them, you know.
We just need to find more books with that serpent thingy, so he uses the rerolls on those.
Ah,
you-
yes.
Are you
Mm.
asking?
Don't give old
Old-
rerolls, people. He won't use them. He keeps forgetting.
So hang on. Are you asking Ald to use his 10 rerolls against Lever? I'm quite happy for him to sit there and not use them.
He did use it last time against me.
No, he was going to donate them to me. You misunderstood.
I think everyone should give me lots and lots of rerolls.
Did you use a reroll against me?
I don't remember at this point.
What, the fighter?
I don't remember at this point.
He definitely used one against Braxon. We know that.
Well, I
I
had
think
to.
that-
I had a special
I
one.
think
Yes,
that rerolls.
exactly.
I think that rerolls should be given in general so that Ald may get more money.
But that's yes, I do agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Doesn't matter who gets them, from that point of view. But all things considered, give them to me. So we left off last time. The party had done a division of the treasure with Alaro. They chose to take the non-monetary valuables. Alaro took the monetary valuables, and division of all of the items was done as well. And you've got probably another day or so before your ship is ready to depart. You can choose to stay a little bit longer if you desire. This isn't just a military outpost. There is a town associated with it, but it's small and fairly basic. But if there's some stuff that you want to purchase or need to purchase, you can do so. If there are other things you want to do with Alaro or the Elven fleet that has come here, or the Talangran, you can also do so. And if you have any questions about any of the items, we can start looking at that.
I will be casting Raise Dead on the dead mercenaries on each day I can, up to 9 days.
All right. How many? Like, can you do one a day?
1 a day, since
Okay.
I only have one level 5 spell. So.
Okay.
I know this is here and all there for you, but could he, in theory, use the instance to extend that? I know he's not going to do it for this, but it's just a curiosity. The one that raises your effective spell level, or character level.
The instance didn't raise that.
Isn't it?
it just made all the dice to be
I thought
maximum.
we had something that raised our cast level by like 4 levels. I can't remember what the hell that was though.
Oh, I remember what that was.
We have a
Was that
potion
the potion of
that's-
power?
Yeah, we have
No,
potion that,
no, a certain necklace that got stolen.
Yeah, I know
Ah.
that.
Oh, okay.
It's not just a ring. It was the prayer beads.
Just one more reason to think emotionally of Jewel. Right?
She's such a lovely person. She's a very lovely person.
No, I just hate
But
radiant
yeah,
dragons at this point.
but yeah, like I said, I will be raising a maximum of 9 mercenaries that died during the combat.
All right. Well, it's the maximum of number of days, and you've been here for 2 days.
Yeah, and I have memorized the race data during those days.
Okay. Well, I suppose you could also like take some of them back to back with you, like take their corpses and
Mhm.
raise them at that point. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, question:
Mm-hmm.
do we still have that plate or whatever that identifies magic items?
The slate. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Is anybody
Mhm.
planning on using that to right now?
Well, I did propose that we draw lots for it, aka roll for a turn order.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
want to try to use it on the armor I got, but that's a good idea.
I'm on board with that.
Lever
and,
is
and real
also
fast,
offering.
I thought I heard Braxon had a question as well.
No, I'm on board with the idea of drawing lots to
Okay.
see what order we can
Alright.
use the slate in.
That's fine.
I would
Mhm.
actually say, why not we do this? Even though we're going to destroy the sword, why not identify the sword?
Well, Lever is prepared to. She has several
Um,
pearls.
Who's going to
And-
be able to pick up the sword
She-
without getting injured?
I don't think
So
any
this
of us
kind
can pick it up.
Ring of telekinesis can lift it, move it about.
Yeah, but you have to handle an item to identify it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Do you? Even on the
I-
slate?
Sorry, I interrupted Lever. Say what you was going to say.
She doesn't know whether she still wants to say what she was going to say. Her goodwill has disappeared.
You're pretty much bringing up that you had pearls for identification, right?
Yes. She was prepared to offer some identification, but then everybody decided to talk, so she shut up, and now her goodwill has, well, it hasn't disappeared, but it's far less than it was.
Well, that's an idea, but I think we should do that after we started using the slate. Because the slate is, to our knowledge, it's only limited by the amount of times you use it per day. And that would save you on the amount of pearls you have to use on that day. You know?
Well, she's more limited by constitution limits than pearls on identifying. But I mean, the lots thing is a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like on the same day that you divided up things, you do have some time to cast one identify per person, and of course you can use the slate to its limit.
So,
Does everyone want to roll a d6?
I want a counter proposal.
Okay?
Because this one is more of an exception than... Because we'll do the lots after that sort of thing. I just want to know, do people want to have that sword identified?
no.
Alright, that's all I want to know.
Yes.
Because I want to know if it had any history or if it serves like a creature or
I just want to melt
something.
it.
Identify
No,
won't
no, I
give
wanna
you
destroy it like
identify
anyone
won't give you
else.
history. You need legend lore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Neither of the two identification.
Yeah,
I
the
think-
identifications don't give history. We need legend lore, and I don't. Do any of us have legend lore?
That's a level 6 spell.
6th level spell.
No history was only for living things.
No,
Or
you
was
can
it
use
for
that on
items?
objects. You get like, if it has any notable history, you might get something, but it is like I didn't want it to give more than the very basic for being first level spell.
Right.
So I probably would have had that memorized. I don't know what spells I had or hadn't checked or what days passed. I
Shall
had a full
we-
capture.
Shall we roll lots then? D6s?
Yeah.
I'm willing to go last.
Are we going in reverse afterwards?
Where did we have the list of the
All
stuff?
these fives.
Did the 5s roll off to see who goes in order from there?
All right. Let me make a note here first of what order you guys are going in. Okay. Give me just a second. All right. So Lafdul got a 1.
Am I suggesting an item or am I still waiting for people to...
So Leva got a
No.
Let
2.
all do his thing first, he'll tell you when.
And Solas, you volunteered to go last, so you are at
Yes.
6. Okay. So Ockar, Braxon, and Finn. Yeah. Each of you roll a d6 again.
Oh, okay.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay. All right. All right. Braxon will
Combo
go
breaker.
next at 3.
So now
and
me and
Finn
Finn
and
have to roll
Ockar.
again?
Yeah, Finn and Ockar roll again.
What?
Roll again, please. Oh, man. Okay. Finn at 4 and Ockar at a 5.
I was hoping they keep rolling the same number.
Yes,
When-
that would have been fun.
That would have been hilarious. That was great. All right. Yeah. So I'm taking a quick look at no history, because it cannot be a spell that gets around legend lore. That's the thing. That's a very, very
No,
important.
if I get the name of its... Well, I don't know, would I get the name of its creator or anything like that? Because that's what I would be interested in. I mean, someone that can make such a weapon or enchant such a weapon would be on my to-kill list.
I'm inclined to say that no history really only works on a person, because
Only on the person.
yeah, I would say that it would give a name for an item. We'll do that. But, like, any notable deeds it was used in and the name of its maker, that's absolutely legend lore type stuff.
Well,
Alright.
the name of the item is quite good in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I would have memorized one of those.
Well, I did tell you already that it was ear cutter.
Oh, yeah. Well, there. I've ticked off the spells if I cast it, so...
But in general, the idea that no history gives the name of the item is a good compromise in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah, I may need to look at it some more and decide on what it can do versus legend lore, because it's just like, I don't know. It may also be a spell that I decide to withdraw. I mean,
yeah, and
not
it feels
retcon
like
things,
it
but-
should belong in the time sphere.
No, it's divination. It's not time.
I mean,
It doesn't do anything with time. It is absolutely 100% a divination spell.
Alright.
Okay, so I mean, I think we will go in reverse order again. We'll go in order and then reverse order and then order. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, etc., etc. That just
Okay.
that evens out the positioning a little bit. And remember that the slate does have charges, per uses per day, essentially.
Yeah.
All right, so Lafdul, you are up first.
I'm in no rush to identify my items. I want to know what that sword is just for the sake of it, because curiosity killed the cat.
How are you going to pick the sword up, then?
Can I use a ring on it, or do I have to hold the slate and the thing? I thought you just place it on it.
You
If
just
not,
place it
then
on it.
don't worry
You just
about
place it on it.
Yeah, then I'll do that. I just want to know what it is.
Solas is ready to glare at Lafdul for damaging the slate with his ring.
What? No. Now you say that, you have made me hesitate. It's just an identical. Why would it do that? You've now put hesitation. Why would you do that, Solas? Why?
Why do you jinx our rolls at times?
All right,
Alright,
so
no,
you
fine.
place the sword using telekinesis onto the slate, and it does reveal that it is a sword plus 3 plus 5 versus elves.
Alright.
Right.
I was
Okay.
wondering if I'd get anything else, that was all. I'll see if I can get any potions.
I thought it zapped Braxon. I thought it zapped
No,
someone.
it's the one that almost killed me. I have a potion. Actually, I don't think I do. Yeah, does anyone want to try a potion?
Well, Leva's
If
up
that-
next. If you
Yeah,
want
I'm
to go
just
in
giving
order
the
and
rest of
do
my...
one item at a time.
Yep.
Yeah, no, and that's why I'm saying the sword used up like 9 charges? Was it like 8 charges or was it 10? I can't remember with swords.
You're not sure, you put an item on it and you'll see if it reveals something.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Has anyone got a potion?
Well, Leva's up next.
Lever chooses what she does.
Lara puts a ring, the silver ring set with a polished tiger and onto it.
Does not reveal anything.
Okay.
Is that your attempt? You want to move on to Braxon, or do you want to try something else?
As far as I'm concerned, that's Leva's attempt.
Okay. All right, Braxon.
Okay. Braxton's going to put the fly on it.
It does not reveal anything.
You might want to wait
So again,
for a
like,
day.
keep in mind this has a certain number of charges that can be used per day.
Yep.
And the weaker the item, the fewer charges it uses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potions are the weakest item.
And if
So,
there's
Finn.
no...
Well, if we're down to this point, I'll just put one of my slow time potions on. The glass flask with a muddy, filmy liquid inside.
All right, let me pull that up. Okay, that does reveal that it is a potion of speed.
Okay.
And give me just a second, make sure that that is in your inventory.
Finn, doesn't that have a label on it or something?
It said slow time,
Ah, yes, okay.
which could mean many things.
Mm-hmm.
Your aging could be reduced, etc.
Yeah, it's a fun thing about labels.
or it could have put me into an effect like other time or something like that.
All right, Ockar.
Has anybody tried a potion yet?
Finn just did a potion.
And it didn't work, or did it work?
It did work. But again, you'd be pretty sure that you could only do a potion, if anything, at this point. If anything's going to work.
I'll put the potion of wound closure on there.
Okay. Which one?
Let me get up. Let me look at my character sheet. I had the description there. Gotta scroll all the way down to the bottom. Okay. Glass flask filled with a gray, sludge-like liquid labeled with Talongrand wound closure.
All right. That is a potion of extra healing.
Gotcha.
All right. I will tell you that it is very unlikely that you're going to get anything else out of the thing now for this day.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see.
Yeah. During that day, Solas would cast Read Magic to check the spell scrolls that he got.
Okay, let me let's do things in order, please.
Okay.
All right. So that's going to be the slate used for the day. Anyone have an identify? And now identify, like those who can cast identify, it's up to you whether you want to identify your stuff first, or if you want to start identifying other people's first, or if you want to, whatever. So you're the one casting the spell. So Leva, do you have?
Yes, Leva has. She's bribable.
Let's just try to get through the stuff, please.
Right. Since nobody else is saying anything, she will actually try and identify the tiger eye ring.
Okay, let's see. All right, let me see about level variation. Okay, that is at level +4. All right, so let's get my D100. You're 12th level, so that's at 16th level.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, that is a ring of mammal control.
Mammal control.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Let me get that. That's your personal item, right? That's one that you took?
Yes.
Okay, let me get that into
That's a
your
silver
inventory.
ring set with a polished tiger eye in the center.
That's the one ring that Yeldon had that got stolen off him by Joel. It was a cat-specific one, wasn't it?
I forget what he had.
I don't remember. Since he's not in the party anymore, I have not made mental notes of what items he had anymore.
You're saying Jewel's out of the wheelhouse then?
No, he might have
No,
taken
I'm saying
it
that
with
if
him.
Jewel comes back, then yeah, I might look at that, but I'm not exactly I don't need to keep a mental note of what items people have if they're not in the party.
So, is there more, or can she identify more?
Yep.
Or was that it? Yeah. Okay. She has 5 pearls in total, by the way.
This is you'd be able to buy pearls at the here in the town.
Right. So she's going to try and identify the thin shaft of ginkgo wood set with a polished amber stone.
Okay.
Sort of a wand.
Yeah, it is a wand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That is. That is a Wand of Wonder.
Oh.
I don't know, you can have fun with that one like I do with mine.
I first have to figure out what it actually does. Is there a command word for the ring and for the wand?
Identify does not give you that information.
Okay. Is it done or is there more?
No, there's more. As a side note, as a wild mage, not only can you just use a Wand of Wonder to do the random effects that it normally does, but you can also attempt to create a spell. So I believe it has a 50% chance to form the spell of your choice that you know. But you
To
don't
form a
necessarily have
spell
to.
that I know.
Yeah, not
Oh,
necessarily
that's
one that
really good.
you've memorized. But like, if you want it to create a magic, create magic missiles, then you have like a 50% chance. I'll double check that the number.
Will it be at her
Wow.
level?
Lafdul, do
No,
you
it would
need
be at
your
the
wand?
wands level.
My Wand of Wonder.
Well, Lafdul, do you need your wand?
I've already got a Wand of Well, yeah, I can
I'm asking
control.
whether you need your wand.
Yeah, because I just like random chance.
Okay. What else?
There is a thin driftwood wand bound with a black steel band. Bound with black steel bands.
All right. Let's see. Okay. And that is. All right. Yeah, I actually made some. I was essentially giving you the slate information as opposed to the identify information. My bad. This is a wand that can create panic in targets.
Create panic.
Mm-hmm.
Does it indicate
Is
you
that
can
different
use...
from fear?
Maybe so, maybe not.
Okay. That's it on items except the spellbook, but does the spellbook need to be identified? No. Okay, so that's it for the items that Leva has.
Okay.
Is
Do you
the
want to
spell
go?
still active?
Yes.
So she is offering to the others. That,
How about we go
if
in
somebody
order?
Okay.
Solas, do you have something that you want to get identified?
Yeah, Leva could identify the leather armbands set with polished turquoise stones.
Okay. All right. So identify reveals that those are they have a magical defensive protection.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, those would be bracers of defense. You'll need to figure out what the armor class is on them. And that's an item that you have, right?
Yeah, I have those. I'm just wondering if they are better than my previous ones or not.
That is something that you will have to think about, figure out. Okay. So since we're going in
no
order and then
other
reverse
powers
order,
in
you
the-
get a second item.
There was no other powers in the leather bracers,
No.
like Finn had the
No.
protection from splinters or what?
No.
Was. No, I don't have a second item.
All right. Ockar, do you have an item that you want identified?
Yes, the captain's armor.
Okay. That does just have a defensive enchantment on it,
Okay.
so it doesn't have anything special.
Okay.
But you'll have to use them to figure out what.
Or put it on the slate to
Mhm.
get that. Gotcha.
Question to Solas.
Mhm.
Don't you want your book be identified?
I'm going to first use the slate on it.
Okay.
All right. Finn, do you have an item you want identified?
Yes, the pouch.
All right.
Small leather pouch embroidered along the edges with images of dragon's teeth.
All right. So you can feel small objects inside that pouch.
Hmm.
And identify reveals that if those objects are drawn out and scattered in front of you on a field or some other surface, flat surface, a legion of skeletons will rise up to fight for you.
Interesting.
Is that like unnatural for you or against your use, or are you allowed?
Well, Finn has his personal thing against undead, as it's outside the natural order.
And as your item, you can choose whether you know how you want to handle that. Okay.
Oh wait, isn't that known as a bag of bones or something?
Identify. I made a mistake early. Identify doesn't reveal the names.
No, sorry, that was not a character mention.
Okay, so Braxon, do you have an item you want identified?
Yes, the fly, please.
Okay. All right. That is a that fly. When the command word is uttered, will cause it to grow to a size large enough to carry a person.
Yeah.
God,
So you
Braxton
fly on a
flying
fly.
This adventure is basically the culmination of Braxton's dreams. He got the magic woodworking tool and finally magic item
Something
to
to
ride
mount.
upon. Yeah.
He has to find the command word first.
Yeah.
But you might be able to get that from the slate.
Oh, we should just leave Braxton in the library and say, good luck. It'd be
Why
interesting.
does part of me think that somehow that'll lead to half the library getting burned down?
I just want to see Braxton try and do research. I think it'd be funny.
I would let you know that Braxton rescued the first books we got.
So Leva, you don't have anything else that you want identified personally?
Nope.
Okay. Lafdul, do you have an item that you want identified?
Sure. I will. The black iron ring threaded with silver and set with a small faceted diamond.
Okay. That is a ring that will allow the user to become unseen.
Oh, it's a ring of invisibility. That's perfect for Lafdul.
Wow. Really?
That's perfect for you.
Yeah, it is, but it's kind of like stack invisibility on invisibility on invisibility.
He already can make himself invisible.
Yeah, but now he has.
Lafdul,
But now he has a more.
I mean, it's useful. It depends how it works. I'd have to
Yeah.
figure out how it works. I mean, if it's just a once a day thing, then it may be better for someone else, but who knows?
True.
Lafdul,
It could help.
Mm-hmm.
question, Lafdul.
Is it a serious
want?
question?
Yes. Do you want Leva to identify the sword again, or is it totally identified?
You
I
would
mean,
have
I
to
was
touch it and
measly interested in it, but my interest is waned now to the point where I'm no longer interested. It's going to be destroyed, so yeah. We haven't got a legend lore, so.
Okay.
Also, I think you would have to have touched the sword, and that would most likely hurt you.
Yeah, my telekinesis only lasts like a turn.
Well, you have to touch items to identify them, to cast Identify.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be able to handle them, depending on, and that can that can trigger some curses depending on the item. You don't have to wear the item. That was something in 1E where you had to wear the item to cast Identify.
I put
That
my
was a
book
bit
in the
dumb.
book holster.
How would a wizard be able to, a mage be able to identify heavy armor? So it's lying
good
under the armor going.
That's a good question. Now, so first edition also required you to cast Identify, I believe, like within minutes or turns of getting the item.
Oh,
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah, that sounds like.
So you'd always sort of memorize at least 2 or 3 identifiers per day. Otherwise, you'd lose the
if you
item.
had the con.
No, except like meaning that within like minutes or turns, and I can't remember, it was rounds or turns of actually acquiring the item from, like, you know, if you encounter another warrior and he's swinging around a magic sword, once you defeat him and you gain possession of that sword, you basically have to cast Identify then and there.
So you'd have to actually memorize Identify all the time.
Right, and then you lose your constitution and you're out for 8 hours. Yeah, it was terrible.
Brutal.
Yeah.
So you'd rather not identify your items.
The whole point was to try to force people to put on the cursed items. All right. Lafdul, do you have another item you wanted identified?
Oh yeah, it's going backwards. Sure. There's a cape. But I'll do the arm guards. Sets of brass arm guards decorated with incised ravens. Is it incised?
Incised.
Yeah.
All right. Those are also. They also have a defensive enchantment. No other special powers.
All right.
And get those into your inventory. Okay. And Leva doesn't have anything. Braxon.
There was a ring. Hang on. Is it ring? Electrum ring set with Bass's topaz stone, please.
Okay. That ring allows you to create a static shock in your hands.
Oh, Braxon loves shaking people's hands.
Wow.
He's almost made a gimmick out of it.
I wonder if that's like a ring of shocking grasp.
Most likely.
Okay. Finn, do you have something?
Yes, the copper ring decorated with an oblong malachite stone carved in the shape of a bear.
That's the mammal that Leva can control with her ring.
All right. That is also that also identifies the same way as the previous one, so that's also a ring of mammal control.
You want to experiment with that, Finn, to see if someone else can control you and not as a bear.
That would not work.
Oh, I thought he was a true bear.
No.
Mm-hmm.
He's still
He's
himself.
still. I mean, like certain things
I
that
thought
can
his-
affect you,
Oh.
but he's not a normal. Like he's a bear. If something affects any and all bears, including magical bears, yeah. If something only affects normal bears, no, because he's magical.
I was just wondering if it was treated as a polymorph or a shape change. If I wasn't sure of how
It is
his works.
it is shape change, but you're still magical.
Alright.
I'm guessing summoned bears are also out of the question if they are summoned with a spell like monster summoning.
Not necessarily. All right, so that was Finn. Ockar, do you have
Maybe
something?
conjured bears.
Is this for the slate or for identification or normal identification?
Normal identification.
Glass flask with a cloudy green liquid labeled in Talongrand cloud form.
Okay, let's see.
Gaseous form? Question mark.
Yeah, that is a potion of gaseous form.
Okay.
All right. Solas, do you have something?
Not for the normal identification spell.
Okay. Ockar, do you have something? Something else?
A glass flask filled with a slushy blue liquid labeled flame resistance.
That is a potion of fire resistance.
That's kind of that's kind of on the nose.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes the labels can be on the nose.
Well, at least you know it wasn't misidentified or anything like that if they both match up, or at least the odds are it will be.
I mean, the thing is
Yes,
like
there's-
one reason for the labeling like that is that like there might be something that makes you completely invulnerable to flame, whereas this is just a potion of fire resistance, and chances are someone would write the same thing. Okay, Finn, do you have something else?
No, I think I'm good because all I got left is that other slow time potion, and I can make the guess that it's the same thing.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get that. That's the opaque yellow liquid, right?
Yes.
I just want to make sure that I got that into your inventory on my sheet. Okay. Braxon, do you have something?
I think everything else Braxton had was the big weapons, and I don't know about the I mean the lathe thing. We already know what that is.
Oh, that's gonna be hard to identify now.
I mean, you can still identify it if you want.
Leather. How? I think this should be roleplayed out. How do you identify that?
What?
I mean, she only has to touch it.
What, the wooden lathe attached to a table? I mean, you can't put that on a slate either. And the other things Braxton
You
took
miniaturize
was,
it.
the other thing Braxton took was ship weapons. So I don't think he's got anything else to identify.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Leva doesn't have anything. Lafdul, do you have anything else?
Yeah, the cloak. Deep purple, almost black, silver chain.
Okay.
Fancy. I
Um,
think.
that is a cloak that makes you appear somewhere other than where you actually are.
Well,
Hmm.
cloak displacement. Most likely.
All right. Do you have anything else?
I think I had a potion. No, I'm sorry, 1 second. No, that was all I had.
All right. Does anyone else have anything else that they want identified?
Well, if there's nothing else, she can check if the label is correct in my gaze protection potion. Glass flask with thick silvery liquid.
All right. That is a potion of mirrored eyes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else for anyone?
Does that spell identify charges?
No.
Okay.
Need to use the better identification for that.
Well, it does give. Actually, that's right. It does give general information. Hold on a second. Let me.
I think it'll tell you if something's out of charges, which is also useful.
No, I did forget about that. It would.
So you need to figure
Leva,
out.
both of those
Oh.
wands have low charges remaining.
Low charges.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
What?
should probably get my wander checked
Let
at
me.
some point.
Here we are.
All right. I think that'll wrap up the spell then.
Okay. What Leva definitely would want to do, but I was just going to look how many additional pearls she has, is she wants to know the control word, so she would go for Bubka's superior identification for the two of them. However, I need to see whether she actually has 2 pearls.
Detect
Yes,
invisibility has.
Yeah, see if you can get it with the cheaper spell first.
Yeah, detect invisibility has revealed. You were actually the one who discovered that it can reveal the command word sometimes.
It was mainly with bottles and stuff, but I don't know if we figured out if it did that with wands.
Yeah. It was a few items that had the command word invisibly written on the item.
Well, she had cast that. I believe it was Leva had cast that when going
Yes.
through the items, and nothing
Correct.
nothing was noticed.
Okay.
Yes. Old specifically said that nothing was noticed at the time.
Old.
But she has 2 pearls left and she has 2 wands, so she will try and use the superior identification on the 2 wands.
Okay. Solas, yes.
Is there any 250 gold pieces pearls available in the town?
No, not in this town.
Okay.
Let's see. I don't remember Bubka's identifying charges.
It's just for one single item.
Okay.
Or what's
Yeah.
what's your question?
It still does give a ballpark though. Okay. Let's see. There's my d20. Okay. All right. The first one. Let me get back to that thing.
That's the The one with the polished amber stone.
So the Wand of Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
That reveals that it has about a dozen charges remaining.
Okay.
So that is a Wand of Wonder. You can either, basically, you can use one charge to generate a random effect from the wand, and it's entirely random. Or I believe you have a 50% chance to try and control what comes out, and thus it would be a spell that you personally know, not necessarily one that you memorized, but one that you have in your spellbooks.
Okay.
So you can use it to create any spell in your spellbooks, and it uses a number of charges equal to the level of the spell. So a level 1 spell would be 1 charge, level 3 spell would be 3 charges, that kind of thing.
Well, better than nothing. Wonderful.
Okay. And then the other one?
Is there no control word? Command word?
And
And did she find it?
Not sure if this one gives that. Let me double check.
It has a chance.
I don't see anything about command words.
No, me neither. Okay.
I think we have to use the slate for that.
Yeah. Oh, I just see she has to go and lie down for 2 hours at least now.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean,
Okay. So she's using it on the second one. A
Alright.
thin driftwood wand bound with black steel bands.
okay. All right, that also has about a dozen charges remaining, although you get the impression you get is that it is slightly more than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
And that is indeed a Wand of Fear.
Okay.
So the Wand of Fear creates a cone, and any creatures caught in that cone have a chance of becoming afraid, and as the cause fear pre-spell.
I see. Can she even use it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wizards and priests can use that.
Mm-hmm. Does she know that? What about the other ones? Is it known whether priests and wizards can use it?
I think anyone can use a Wand of Wonder.
Okay. Good. Nice.
Okay. All right, so those are your improved identification, Buka's improved identification spells. Because of that, I'm going to reset, let's see, the slate, but we're going to go down to, well, I guess you actually, Leva, on the next day when you are ready to use the slate again. Just because I don't remember exactly who had gotten all the way through.
Do we?
The sword had gone through.
Right. So
And
Lafdul was
one or
first. He did
two-
the sword, and then I think what we'll do is like, I'll go in order of major items, and then if you guys can try minor items until it uses up all of its charges.
Question.
Yeah.
Because days are passing, this might matter. Do you know if he got that wand off a dead person? Those wands off a dead person, or off a living person? Because I could use Speak with Dead, and I might be able to compel the spirit to tell me the command word.
I think those were gotten off of living persons.
Yeah.
None of the spellcasters actually got killed.
Oh, did they? Alright, enough.
Old.
Well,
Yeah, Solas?
Just a quick note that on the second day of identification, I would also charge my wands.
Okay, well, we're still on the first day.
Okay.
And you did say that you wanted to do some read magic.
Yeah.
So let me see.
I have the 2 scrolls from Combat Mage.
All right, yeah, let me get to him. Okay. All right, and you'll be able to read scrolls for any other wizards as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that the first one is a wizard scroll with 1 spell. The spell is Pilfer Dweomer at 11th level.
Pilfer Dweomer.
Yep.
12th level.
And the other one has Detect Invisibility and Spark Shower at 10th level.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Suppose I'll offer up Mighty Scrolls to see what's on them, since they were wizard ones. I don't know if thieves can just know what's on the scroll.
You can basically attempt to learn it. You had them from the ship's mage. Alright, let's see.
If there was downtime, I would have tried. Before
You got read magic, let's just do that.
Alright.
It's just easier.
Yeah, I have a couple of castings read magic memorized, so I can go through every scroll.
Well, not pre-scrolls. You have to pray over those.
Yeah, well.
Alright, so Lafdul. One of those is a scroll with 2 spells. Irritation and Protection from Good 10-foot radius at 9th level.
That sounds
Somehow,
like great anti-Ockar spells.
Somehow I feel like those are completely okay for Lafdul.
And the other one has 3 spells, Insatiable Thirst, Dispel Magic, and Evard's Black Tentacles at 10th level.
Black Tentacles is a very fun spell.
It's quite good.
Didn't you learn that recently? To
Yeah.
put it on the spell ring?
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Will we get given these scrolls in the group chat, or do I have
Ask
to
me
start
after
writing
the
down?
ask me after the session.
Alright.
I'll get that stuff for you. Give me a second to move these over. And who got the priest scrolls?
I did.
You got all of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I got 2 priest scrolls.
Oh right, the other guy didn't. He you wouldn't have gotten from him.
He turncoated it.
All right. So you would be able to pray over them, and one of them has 2 spells: Hold Person and Hold Poison at 9th level. And the other one has 3 spells: Snake Charm, Slay Living, and Heal at 12th level.
I almost thought one of those was going to be Sepia Snake.
No, it's a wizard spell.
That's put on. Actually, that could be put on spell scrolls, can it?
What?
APS.
Yeah, you could create a spell scroll and then put a CPS Snake sigil on it.
Oh, you have to do it
That's
while
what
you're making
That's
it.
what I meant. I thought he read the scroll and, oh god, Sepia Snake.
Alright. Wait, Slay Living and Evil Act?
Overuse of it is, yes.
Alright.
And no,
It's not
unlike
as bad
Raise
as, like-
Dead, which Raise Dead doesn't work on elves, Slay Living absolutely does work on elves, and everything else that Raise Dead doesn't work on, if they're living. Alright, and of course I'll give you this information afterwards as well, but do you want to be using Read Magic on the spellbooks?
Did I already check all the wizard scrolls?
I believe so.
Well, then I will go through the books.
Okay. The combat mage had one spellbook. Who ended up with that?
Me.
Okay. So, and of course, I'll give you this information, but first level spells, he had Color Spray, Detect Magic, Enlarge, Grease, Magic Missile, Read Magic, Shield, and Wall of Fog. Second level, he had Battering Ram, Flaming Sphere, Fog Cloud, Knock, Melf's Acid Arrow, Levitate, and Web. Third level, he had Dispel Magic, Flame Arrow, Lightning Bolt, Nystel's Expeditious Fire Extinguisher, Protection from Evil 10-foot radius. Fourth level, he had Minor Globe of Invulnerability, Protection from Electricity, Wall of Ice, and Vitriolic Sphere.
Oh.
That's
That-
what Ockar experienced.
Mm-hmm.
That fire. Does that just summon a magic fire extinguisher? Just spray down the fire?
I do not think that it summons an actual fire extinguisher, no.
That's just funny to me to just imagine that. I cast fire extinguisher!
Ah, but it's an
Sounds pretty good
expeditious
against-
fire extinguisher. I'd have to go back and look at what exactly it does, but it's quite useful on a ship.
I can imagine,
On a wooden
especially in the
ship.
Phlogiston. Or if you're about to enter the Phlogiston.
Okay. And then the other spellbooks.
Yeah. Those, Leva got those.
Leva has the ship's mage.
Okay. I'm gonna assume that you're gonna cast Read Magic at some point then.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I can also cast them for Leva.
Well, you
Oh,
can't cast it for her. You both need to
Well,
cast it. Like, this can be for the
yeah.
information, but the first time, like, both of you have to read magic to be able to look in spellbooks. But that's easy downtime stuff. Alright. Okay, so the ship's mage had 3 spellbooks. He has, amongst those, at first level, Armor, Burning Hands, Detect Magic, Enlarge, Fire Burst, Grease, Identify, Read Magic, Unseen Servant, and Zala's Ice Jacket.
Mm-hmm.
Second level, Choke, Glitter Dust, Hypnotic Pattern, Knock, Melf's Acid Arrow, Mirror Image, and Strength. Third, Dispel Magic, Flame Arrow, Hold Person, Ice Lance, Monster Summoning 1, Protection from Evil 10-foot radius, Protection from Normal Missiles, Sepia Snake Sigil. At 4th level, he had Charm Monster, Fire Shield, Monster Summoning 2, Phantasmal Killer, Remove Curse, Stone Skin, Vitriolic Sphere, and you should be really glad that he did not get a chance to cast Vitriolic Sphere on any of you.
Mm-hmm.
5th level,
He did on Ockar.
no, the other guy did.
Oh.
The other guy was lower level.
Oh, yeah, it's worse at high level.
5th level, Chaos, Conjure Elemental, Demi-Shadow Monsters,
Mm.
Feeble Mind, Leoman's Secret Chest, Monster Summoning 3. At 6th level, Eyebite, Globe of Invulnerability, Monster Summoning 4, Mislead, and Shades.
Wow. Nice.
Level's got access to
Yeah.
6th level spells to copy out now.
Yeah, there's few spells that Solas is interested in copying in those books. But pity the again with the acid spells that are conjuration summoning.
Okay. And anything else that you guys would want to do in the day that you divided up the items?
Like I said, I will raise dead.
I got that. Okay. All right. So you'd be able to get some rest, regain your spells. A new day would start, and let's see. Leva, you can use the slate.
I can use what?
The slate.
Okay. Yes. She's going to put it the wand of wonder on it.
Okay. All right. That will reveal. Double check. Okay. That will reveal that the command word is Astrolovum. I'll type that in for you.
Yes, please. Sounded like astrolabe. No, not quite.
Okay. Braxon, do you have an item that you want to put on? Keep in mind that the weaker the item, the more likely you are to be able to use the slate.
Only thing I can think of is that ring of the wand of fire extinguishing. See how many charges it's got left, but I don't think Slate does charges, does it?
That doesn't have charges. I mean, it doesn't reveal charges.
Right. Okay. I haven't got anything.
All right, Finn, do you have
Thanks.
something that you want to put on?
I might as well put that other potion on just to confirm.
Yeah, that is in fact a potion of speed. All right, Ockar, do you have anything that you want to put on? Keep in mind that you're more likely to get information about a minor item.
I mean, the only item I have left is the armor.
Okay, that will have to be a its own day thing.
Yeah, that's the only item I have left.
All right, Solas, do you have something that you want to put on?
Oh, wait.
all right.
Wait. Can I put the genie pipe on there?
No. I mean, you can, but it's not going to give you anything.
Okay.
You would already know that. Know that. Solas, do you have anything that you want to put on?
Not any minor items.
All right, Lafdul?
I've already done I doubt. I've got nothing minor. I might be curious about wands and stuff, but.
All right, Leva, do you want to put something else on?
She has nothing minor. The ring is not minor.
You try the other wand.
All right, she can try it. She's going to try it.
Okay.
Then...
You do get the command word for that.
Oh?
So that is Fobrosa. I'll type that in as well.
Wands are fairly low on the charge usage then.
Yeah,
probably
maybe.
more than a potion, but...
Yeah, I mean, so you know that it uses 10 charges per day. You guys can do a little bit of math to try to figure these things out, too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if we do 5 wands in one day, we'll figure out wands do 10 or something.
All right, but you're pretty sure that that is going to use up the charges at that point. All right. So you've got a new day. There's definitely some things that some of you were thinking about doing.
I would have...
Yeah?
If we still have the... This is something that may have happened earlier. But I would have... depending if the captain's corpse was still around, I would have mentioned to Alaro, or whenever he's free, I would have tried to catch his ear. If he wanted me to speak with Dead for, I don't know, military secrets or something. There's a chance I might be able to compel him to give up certain questions. It's out of game fluff, but you know.
Yeah, he would definitely take you up on that offer, and have some specific questions. It's all stuff over your head,
Yeah,
so
it's
I'm
fine.
not
I don't
gonna
mind.
roleplay
If
that
it
out.
works, it works. If it don't, it don't.
Yeah. I will see if it does work.
I assume he's not chaotic neutral, so.
Yeah, that would actually not have worked.
Yeah, oh well.
But it was worth a try. Alaro will thank you for the offer.
Hmm.
Okay. So what else do you guys want to do? Like, otherwise you're just like resting and waiting until your ship is ready to go again.
Like I said, I will be recharging my Wand of Fireball, Wand of Fire and Wand of Lightning, and both ones, and casting Raise Dead today.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would have experimented with the Ring of Invisibility.
Give me just a second.
Wanted to see if it's cursed. It's always great fun finding that out.
Question?
Give me just a second.
Hmm?
Trying to
It's not
find
urgent.
the other wand. Do. Okay. So Lafdul, which item, which ring are you not going to be wearing?
My Ring of Holiness. I would lose the spells since
Okay.
I'm not in a combat situation. I'd rather have the reach.
Okay. All right. So that you do have to concentrate to on the ring to become invisible.
How long?
So basically, that is an action that you must take in a round to become invisible.
Is it? Can I do that while running, walking?
You can do it while walking. You can't do it while running.
So move 12 or?
Yeah. So your normal
if I'm
movement rate. You can
unencumbered?
do it while at your normal movement rate.
I will experiment to see how often I can invoke the power. It didn't register that I had charges or anything.
It did not. No.
Alright, so I will attempt to break it by throwing something that won't cause too much harm, but something at someone. To break the invisibility, so in other words, a hostile. And then to see if I can re-invoke it. So seeing what the limit is, how often I can do it. If it's a once a day thing or what.
You can use it as far as you can tell, as often as you want.
What? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I like this ring now.
Pity you only can use 2 rings.
Yeah, that is a side issue.
Can you
Yeah,
not
but if
grow
I
an
need to
extra?
flee a scene or something, I can just pull it on without having to use potions or something.
Can you not grow an extra pair of arms?
It doesn't matter, I can't use 1 or 2 rings.
That's a joke.
And
All right,
sometimes I don't always
so
need
yeah,
that regeneration, so.
you can basically use that. I mean, other than the spending a round to become invisible, there's no real limit on that.
You might want to
Functions.
test if how long it lasts.
Yeah, sure. At some point, I'd probably see how long it would last. Is it just down to concentration, or is it just to invoke?
You would
invisibility?
probably need to re-invoke it like once an hour or something like that.
So it lasts about an hour.
If you don't break
If
it.
if I try to invoke it while under the effects,
I'm sorry?
if I'm already already invisible from the ring, and it's wearing down to the end of the hour.
Yeah, you could
Can
just
I-
re-invoke it.
All right.
All right. Who else has something that they want to do in this day?
I think Braxon would like to go around and see if there's any cargo or passengers that want to go back to the Elven Pool, if we can earn a bit of money.
There would not, because they don't have any normal contact, and some of the elves, like the most damaged elven vessels are gonna go back with you at the same time.
Yeah.
Is there any damage I can repair with mending?
There's damage to your ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 2 mendings that I've taken for the second day.
Yeah, you can restore 2 hull points.
Yeah, I will do that.
Woohoo.
Hey, Braxon.
Yeah.
Or Ockar. I suppose actually either or, it doesn't matter. I suppose Ockar wants to try on his new armor and stuff. I want to try on my
Yeah.
cloak to see if it's actually going to help me in combat. I want to like practice spar with you. Do you find it harder to hit me? Does it seem like he finds it harder to hit me?
Okay.
Yes. That would be a cloak of displacement. You do appear a couple feet away from where you actually are while wearing that.
Is that a constant effect, or is it?
Yeah. As long as you're wearing it.
Oh. How's that work in social situations? You just take it off? You undo it?
Yes,
Uninvoke
probably.
it?
I mean, like, A, you probably wouldn't wear it too much in social circumstances, and B, there's like, you would be talking to someone, and it would be like they're talking over your shoulder kind of thing, or they're talking to next to you or something like that.
I think I would enjoy that, though. That's the problem.
Well, see, they wouldn't. It would be very
They wouldn't
weird,
like
right?
it.
But so here's the thing: it would be extremely weird to you, but not weird to them because they don't notice anything.
Yeah.
But it would be like, imagine going to talk to people and they never ever actually look at you. It's like they're
Yeah, but
it's like they're talking to someone else every time they're talking to you, kind of thing. It would get kind of disconcerting.
Does
You know, it would feel
look
like
it can fit in one of my pouches if it was rolled up.
Oh yeah, you can fold it up and put it in one of your pouches,
Ah.
but the pouch would have to be empty.
Yeah, it would have to have its own thing.
Okay, so you wanted to take care of the sword, and Ockar wants to free the genie. Do you have any ideas right now on how you want to go about those? Do you have any, like, do you feel like you need to do some plan or work out these things?
Well, evil would probably help, but we don't have anything more powerful than that.
Solas, we have destroyed few magical items, so Solas would suggest doing something similar. So Solas would prepare protection from evil for the next day.
Well, I
It's
mean, you
not
might
like
want to talk about how you want to go about it first.
Hey, Leva,
Hmm?
our most experienced wizard of the group.
He's after
Just a moment,
something.
I'm polishing my crown at the moment, yes.
Did any of the spellbooks that you have acquired over the many events the same spell that Solas had used against the deck of many things, i.e. disintegrate? Since you are
Leva used the
6th level.
Leva used the scroll since she
Did
was
she?
on the higher
Oh, I
level.
thought it was Solas.
Well, she used it because she was higher level.
Alright. Is that a spell on any of the wizard books?
No, I don't
Yeah.
think so. It's
I
been
mean,
it's been a little
did-
time, but as I remember now, it was I
Alright.
think a scroll.
Alright, no, because obviously you've only recently hit level 6. I don't know how many level 6 spells through the books you've actually looked through.
haven't looked through anything yet. It's level 6.
No.
We haven't had time. We've been fighting all the time, you know.
I thought you would have done this out of the week, that's all. It's
Yes.
fine if you...
She's had too much fun with, can I say it, with the shield. That was fun.
Is Slate available?
No, I got used today.
Okay, then I'll wait until the next day.
Arcus got his priorities right.
Yes.
Alright, so I guess disintegrates out of the question.
Since nobody asking, I still have my question. Well,
I'm sorry, what was the question?
the question is faintly connected to this, and that is copying a spell from a spellbook that you don't know is normally just copying it from a spellbook, right? But if you already have 18 spells, how does that work?
If you are at your max, you need to research more spells.
You need to research.
Yeah.
Okay. But does it help to have a spellbook with that spell in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No halving the costs.
Only scrolls do.
Okay. Thank you.
Now, it is a sword, so, like, things that can
Also
damage
mithril.
swords, I mean, it's magical, so it is more sturdy, but it is still a sword.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah,
I
mean,
think we destroyed, was it evil armor or evil metal weapon, basically by just physically destroying it like a blacksmith would.
I mean, eventually it will buckle in.
But we had also some spells cast like protection from evil and
Spell evil might weaken it, who knows? The
such.
spell magic might make it inert temporarily, which might
Mhm.
lower the saving, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
we could
you could
do
try
things
them.
like
Do you want to
Yeah,
prepare
I mean,
those spells for the next
Yeah.
the
day?
mithril
Yeah.
itself is still valuable, although Alaro might claim the mithril. Because it is still mithril. Mithril's valuable as all.
All right, so what are you thinking plan-wise?
I will memorize the spell evil.
Right,
Although,
there's still
wouldn't it
the
be
act of
better coming-
destroying the weapon that needs to be done. What is the plan for that?
It's just
Solas asks if Ockar is willing to,
yes, paladin.
as a
Good
paladin,
versus evil.
basically hammer it broken.
I can try. If we had like
A magical
a-
hammer.
a magical hammer or a way to superheat, I could try to melt it as well.
I mean, there is absolutely a forge at this base. I mean, like they
So
would
if we
absolutely
could
need
use the
forges.
forge,
so.
I could try to melt it down.
Yeah, just melt it into an ingot if it's all mithril. Is it actually
Yeah.
all mithril, or is the handle, pommel?
The blade is. The hilt usually is not.
So I could attempt to melt down the blade into an ingot, and that would destroy it, right?
Um,
Or
you
just
would-
melt it into slag.
Yeah, well, you want to
Even
break
destroying
the
the
weapon.
weak.
You can't necessarily like liquefy the metal. Like that's not what is really done with forging. You'd really only melt things if you're casting. Normally, you take an ingot and you beat it into shape. The heat is to soften it so that it can be beaten into shape. But if you beat a sword out of shape that's magical,
It's no longer magical.
yeah, it's going to lose its enchantment. You could also weaken the heat up the blade to weaken it, and then try snapping it.
Oh, my sword breaker. My dagger can break weapons.
Yeah, but
once a day.
you need to be in a combat situation to do that.
Then I'll ask them if I can use their forge, and I'll use that to superheat it and break it.
Okay.
Whose magical hammer are you gonna use? I think we got covered.
Warhammers are not.
I could just use it with a normal warhammer. It's fine.
Well, no. Warhammers are not for forging.
Oh,
Yeah, but
then I'll
it'll
just
just
use a forging
destroy it.
hammer.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
just
you
use it
just-
with a forging hammer.
yeah,
It should
you
be
just
fine
use
if I heat it
normal.
up enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just have to beat it long enough and it will break.
Okay. With Solas, you were thinking of protection from evil, 10-foot radius.
Yeah, and prayer, and most likely Solas will also, after casting prayer, he will start chanting.
Okay.
Yeah, I
and-
will.
You'll dispel evil.
Yeah, I'll see if dispel evil helps.
Okay.
And casting that dispel magic might also be a good idea.
Yeah. Well, it effectively does a. Well, it's an enchantment. I don't know if it would work in this case because it's kind of like a special case.
Yeah, it's a special case.
So
Okay.
it would work for that.
So that'll be the next day then.
Yeah, Solas would basically suggest that we do the kind of destruction ceremony for evil items that we've done before.
Okay.
Have people praying for the destruction and good to prevail.
Okay. So Ockar, what do you want to do about the genie?
So I would like. Well, I'm going to make a deal with the genie that I will free it so that it can go
There's something
back
you're
to
discussing.
its home plane if it's willing to grant me a wish.
All right. So you bring forth the genie from the water pipe, and it gives you a half bow and says, "What can I do for you, master?"
Okay. So I would like a wish. And for this, I am willing to release you and allow you to go back to where you came from.
A wish in exchange for my freedom is absolutely within my power.
Okay. I wish for the knowledge of the exact location, crystal sphere, planet, where it is on the planet, of a unclaimed holy longsword.
The genie, which stands up to his full 18 feet height, claps his hands together, and it sounds like tremendous waves crashing against cliffs, and you feel a tingle of magic around you, almost as if you were submerged in gentle currents of a river. And he says, and there's a kind of a reverberation to his voice. You can feel the power to it. What ye seek can be found in the sphere of gray. And actually, I'm about to, because this is a one-time thing, so I'll repeat that again. Be prepared
Okay,
to
let me
write
get
this
out my
down.
notepad.
Be
Let me get
prepared
out
to
my
write this
notepad.
down. You ready?
What I find can be found in the sphere of gray.
Yeah, I'll start over. What ye seek can be found in the sphere of gray. Seek out the black star among the great shell of life and death. But be warned, icy darkness will grasp at your heart and sap your strength, ere the holy can be brought to fight the unholy. And with that, he disappears into a cloud of mist, and the mist wafts away out of your sight. Moments later, you hear an alarm bell ringing. There is some panic in the facility.
Oh,
Maybe the genie's taking revenge against his slayers.
Oh no.
So you guys are like come up on from whatever you're doing, hearing this alarm bell to see what's going on.
Your
gonna rush
actions
over
don't
there to
have
see what's up?
consequences.
Yeah, Braxon would.
Okay, so you rush over to the central keep of the facility, and you learn that the ship's mage from the flagship in his cell, all of a sudden, this great volume of water just appeared, filling his cell, crushing him from the great pressure of this water before just like blasting out of the door and disappearing.
Don't mess with genies. Or annoy them too much.
For that kind of response, he must have been someone really bad, at least towards the genie. So I'm trying not to feel bad.
That's the usual response for enslaving them without trying to make a deal with them.
Yeah, I mean...
I don't exactly feel bad for that guy.
No, he got what he wrote. I mean, it's extremely hard to capture a genie in the first place.
Everyone is quite confused about exactly what happened, how this happened. All of the guards, no one else got injured. I mean, wet, knocked off their feet, maybe bumped their heads kind of thing, some of the guards around there, but nothing serious, nothing that, caused any permanent harm or anything like that. Because the door did burst open from the pressure, but, from the amount of damage that the ship's mage suffered in that cell, you're amazed the door didn't burst earlier. And, of course, there's a grate in the window, so obviously there was some magic holding that water in until he was crushed. But yeah,
it was a private affair.
All right, so none of us would know why.
I mean, Ockar would have maybe did it out of sight with, or not necessarily out of sight, but he didn't bring everyone else into it.
Yeah.
But the genie would have been loud, and he was 18 feet tall, so you would have done this someplace where an 18-foot tall humanoid could stand. But yeah, no one else was like actively involved in that, so they might have seen it. And he was loud when he did the things. But I would say that it was probably on your ship, like on the deck of your ship.
I'll read back to what I wrote down. I plan to rewatch the stream later to catch any missing details, though. What I find can be found in the sphere of gray. Seek out the black star, the great shell of life and death. Be warned of icy darkness. Only holy can fight the unholy.
So, yeah. You've got a quest arc for your sword, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Do you tell that to Finn?
Yeah, I'd inform Finn of the location I was given.
Would that invoke any memories of Gray Space?
Do you have local history?
I don't think I do.
All right, give me an intelligence check at half your score.
Okay. So half of 11 is going to be 5.
Do you want to?
I'll bump it up to 6.
Okay. Oh, it sat on that too for a second.
All right, so you would say that obviously you don't know at all for sure, but you would say that it could be gray space. What the black star is, no idea. The great shell of life and death, maybe the grinder. That's the best you can do, and that's all like highly maybes.
Wasn't Lenelius from Grey Space stationed in Grey Space?
Yeah.
I'll tell Lenelius as well.
Yes, that could be gray space. the grinder is sometimes called a shell, since it is a full sphere of jagged rocks orbiting all about. There are void worlds, and there are worlds full of life throughout the grinder, so one could say that it is a sphere of life and death. Black Star, feels like something I've heard of, but I can't recall at the moment. Might need to speak with someone who's much more learned about the history of gray space to confirm that.
Well, if I get a chance to, I might ask some scholars, some brawl if any of them are from Great Space or know about it that well, or head there directly.
You might consult also Glau, Solas would suggest.
Glau
Yeah.
wouldn't know anything.
Yeah.
Anything new, different than what's already been said.
Okay, so Gray Space, and
Hang on. What about Linnaeus?
You just did.
I just did.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay, so Gray Space is likely, and the best thought is the grinder. Okay.
So, like, what you'd be able to work out is if that's true, and both of those are maybes. The Black Star might be a colloquial name for some asteroid in the grinder.
Mm-hmm. Then I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. All right. Anything else that you guys want to take care of on that day?
I ask. I send a missive to Alaro saying to speak with dead or the dead mage. The same gimmick, maybe find out why he died, how he died.
Alaro will thank you for the offer, but given the lack of success with the previous one, he's suspecting that it wouldn't work, and he's pretty busy, so he will politely decline that offer.
Fair enough.
Also, it's starting to seem like morbid curiosity that Lafdul has.
I mean, the guy just spontaneously died. I figured that would be.
Oh, no, he didn't spontaneously die. He was crushed by water pressure.
Yeah, so I mean, he spontaneously died.
It was not spontaneous.
I get what you mean.
It's the way I'm expressing it, but yeah, it probably
I mean,
wasn't
if anybody,
instant,
if anybody asked, Ockar would say that he freed the genie. But yeah,
yeah, everyone knew that the mage probably did something to the genie.
Well, not many people knew about the genie, really. Like, Alaro would, and if you get into a conversation with Alaro, he would reveal that he's like, yeah, once that happened, I was like, oh, I get it. I see what happened, kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. It's a good thing he didn't surrender, otherwise that would have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
I mean, it might not still be a bad idea to break guidance from Tyr.
Huh?
I mean, it might still be a good idea to break guidance from Tyr.
What do you mean?
he thinks you're.
Your action basically caused death of imprisoned enemy.
I didn't
No,
know
it
that
didn't.
was going to happen.
Yeah, but,
You really?
Ockar didn't cause that.
I mean,
I thought he
wanna
was just gonna. I just thought that the genie was gonna go home immediately. I didn't know he was gonna take revenge.
No, he was enslaved. Genies don't do this willingly.
I don't know anything about genies other than they grant wishes.
I mean, there's no harm in kind of doing a prayer that evening for, like, to Tyr
I'll
of,
do
like,
I'll do a prayer for forgiveness for my mistake.
oops, my
I'm
bad.
just saying that I didn't know
Yeah.
better.
Yeah. No, I mean this is absolutely. I mean, I don't remember anyone else saying, "Hey, maybe we should be careful here" or something like that. So.
Yeah, no one warned me.
Well,
so
it
I
was
just went
kind
with
of
it.
like you were doing your own thing. I didn't think you wanted to invite the party.
No, I don't
It
think
seemed
anyone
like a
could have
private
known.
affair.
It was a
Okay.
private affair, but I would have taken advice if it came.
Well, there's
Right,
been
but
so
so
much.
again, like he did it privately, but he wasn't private about his plans for doing it.
Yeah, I made it
The-
pretty clear. I plan to release him and get a wish.
The deal
yeah.
he made, was if you give me a wish, you can go home. He didn't say if you give me a wish, you can murder someone and then go home. So the genie was supposed to go home. It didn't stick to the deal.
Oh no, it absolutely did because there was nothing in there about must go home right now.
Oh yeah. But what
Yeah,
I mean is,
that's
it-
the part I realized I screwed up on. That I didn't
well, you didn't.
specifically say you leave immediately after I get my wish.
Right? No, my
You
point
didn't.
is that like, my point is I mean I didn't hear anyone else saying anything about this, so
Yeah, no one anticipated it. So
Yeah.
there you
So
go.
I'll just do a
Mhm.
will just do a prayer for forgiveness that night for me messing up and getting someone killed by my mistake through lack of information, and just go on from there.
But here's the thing: is that there isn't much that you could have done other than forced him
Worse
back
things
to his
better.
plane, because you freed him. Once he
Yeah.
was free, it was up to him. He could have even chosen to
Mhm.
stay on this plane entirely, and just been
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm just gonna go have a vacation here, and then go home next year once I take in some sights," kind of thing.
Yeah, he
Like-
could have.
Yeah.
He was free.
I gave him
Mhm.
his freedom. He used that freedom for murder. I still feel like I did a somewhat good deed there, even if it did lead to somebody getting killed.
I mean,
You did.
Solas isn't. How should I say? Solas isn't judging you. It's mostly that he's why he suggested praying to Tyr was just to cover your bases.
Yeah, I'll do a prayer to cover my bases.
Because
Okay.
like
safe than sorry.
Old has said, it's better. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than it's to ask permission.
Yeah, so I'll be doing that. I'll pray for forgiveness, and that'll be good because
Well,
I
you'll
didn't know
find
what he was
out.
gonna do.
All right. So, anything else that anyone wants to get done in that day?
Solas would visit the town to purchase some or order some crafted spell ingredients if possible.
You're probably not going
I
to be
would
here
have
long
fig-
enough to get anything made.
I would have figured
Yeah.
out how long if. Sorry.
I would mostly want to buy the small horns for contact home power.
I'm assuming you're going back. I mean, like you have to go back to the Elven city to pick up the rest of your crew.
And
Yeah, but
I can't. I think I also have a spyglass getting repaired there. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I have to pick up my spyglass there too. That's getting fixed.
Yeah.
All right. So
I
the
suppose
I'm sorry.
the only other thing Braxon would do is see if they've got any Church of Star here.
They do not.
Probably don't. Okay, thanks.
But isn't every church a Church of Ptah to you?
Yeah, it's like a place that doesn't have Ptah. What's going on?
It's a bit like you can use your cash machine, any cash machine.
Question to Braxon.
Yeah.
Is Ptah the god of the bad puns?
That's a subdomain.
Okay.
Ptah is the god of
Clear-
everything.
clearly Ptah is the god of bad puns. By the way, Braxon worships him.
Ptah is
I'd
the
say
god of
I'd say we're like
all
the
puns.
the god of dad jokes.
All right. So the next day, your ship would be fully resupplied, and they would have gotten like Alera would have asked them to get some repairs done on your ship.
Wait, our ship's damaged.
Yes.
Yes, your ship was
Yes.
heavily,
You got shot at
fairly
bits,
heavily
remember?
damaged
Oh.
in the fight.
I would have been taking shaped woods, that's all.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, Alero had some of his, now his, shipwrights and carpenters to do some emergency repairs on your ship as thanks and payment. So you'll have 3 more hull points repaired.
Right.
Is there any more damage that I can fix with mending?
up to 55
Probably
then.
not at this point.
Well, I'll offer fix with mending to elven ships that are badly damaged if they want.
Did we get
The
damage?
Talongrand ships would need more.
Or Talangran ships.
Did we get damage to any of our weapons?
I don't think our weapons broke.
Yeah, I don't think any of our weapons broke. We mainly just took some, like, catapults
Okay.
and ballista fire, I believe.
Yeah, we were offloading those bombards, if I remember correctly. Or were we?
They're yours. You can dismount them if
Okay.
you want. You can try selling them when you get back to the Elven City.
Okay.
I mean, that's up to you.
Or does Alara want to buy them?
No, he's got plenty.
But yeah, I will offer mending 2 mendings to
Yeah,
Alaro's
they'll-
ships.
They'll take you up on that. Okay, so your ship is now resupplied and repaired as much as they are going to be able to do. You guys wanted to destroy this sword,
Mm-hmm.
but first we'll go ahead and do the slate. So Braxon, what do you want to put on the slate?
I don't think Brax has got anything else that the slate can tell him anything about. I mean, there's those ship weapons, but we know what they are, don't we?
I mean,
Did you get the
two
command
helps.
word?
you have the fly.
Oh,
Yeah.
what would it tell us the fly command word for the fly if he puts back on? Oh yeah, he'll do that then.
All right. So that command word is heroes. I'll type that in.
Heroes. Okay.
And that is indeed a figurine of wondrous power, Ebony Fly. So using that command word, you can cause the Ebony Fly to get large enough to carry yourself or cargo.
Right.
You want to test out its weight limit.
And how long it lasts.
And then both our frontline fighters can fly around on flying mounts now. That's kind of funny. Oh, in fact, all of us can now fly.
What is the maneuverability class of the fly?
He hasn't used it yet. Actually, when we've been sparring, we might have tried that out.
I just remembered something.
Mhm.
Don't we have another genie?
We
Finn
have
has one.
Ifriti.
Yeah, we had that Ifriti. We should be even extra careful with that.
May
That's
not
one
be
of the
as
reasons Finn
powerful.
hasn't done anything with it yet.
Especially after that.
Gonna be a bit angry about being captain.
All right. So the that is going to use up all of the charges for the slate. Getting that command word.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So why don't we take our break right now, and then when we come back, we'll go ahead and get that sword destroyed.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right, so you guys can like double check to see if there's anything else that you want to do in preparation or to help speed its destruction. Okay, so for those watching, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Good time to stretch your legs, get something to drink, and we'll see you shortly as we destroy this evil sword. See you shortly, everyone.